Hey guys, this is Nick. Thanks for tuning into Long Island Wargaming, and this is going to be a quick battle report, about 20 pictures or so, small points, 1,000 points, but it started with a story to start. So essentially, when my friends first came up with the Long Island Wargaming idea, they wanted to make a website or a forum or something so we can meet other gamers and set up a little area so people can find other people to play with, because we play the same people over and over, somewhere to organize leagues, and even find other people for other games beyond Warhammer and 40k, maybe historical games or Magic the Gathering and shit like that. But it never happened. And it was a good idea because the island is only so big, there's only so many game shops, so it's, we're kind of stuck here on this island that's so small in grand scheme to the rest of the country. But anyway, so instead I ended up making a battle reporting channel as per Chris's recommendation, and he's contributed a couple of videos here and there and played a lot of games on the channel. But originally the idea was to reach out to other people, and since then we've actually reached out to, or a couple people have reached out to us, finding our channel through YouTube, and this is like the third or fourth person that has reached out to me that's a local gamer that I didn't know. And when I say local, lives like literally within the same 5 miles as me. So Dave, who I'm going to play against today, quite literally lives within 2 miles of where I live, and we actually met him through work. He was a customer of Chris's. Chris works with me, and it just happened to be that one day he was watching a video where we actually have our faces up on the screen, probably one where I was harassing Chris painting in the back of the car, and he's like, holy shit, that's Chris. So Chris is a customer from work, is now one of our gaming buddies. So it's just funny how small the world really is, even though half of my viewers are from freaking other countries. But so this game's against Dave, 1,000 points. I brought some Ogre Kingdoms, and he brought some Dwarves. He's in the middle working on a High Elf army, but he has the Dwarf book, so he figured to use some of my stuff, my crappy painted shit. But let's see how it goes. So I didn't get a picture of deployment, so this is actually my movement turn 1, even though he had like no drops, I still won. But we'll go through my list quickly from left to right. I've got a Saber Tusk, I got 3 Mournfang, I got a unit of 3 Leadbelchers, a unit of Bulls with 2 hand weapons, and a Fire Belly. And then another unit of Leadbelchers, and then 20 Gnoblars, and then another Saber Tusk. This is just a fun, goofy list I put up real quickly. It's a lot of models when you look at it. I kept doing the math again. I'm like, am I sure this is 1,000 points? But he's got a unit of Longbeards, a unit of Gunmen, a Gyrocopter to the left, and then a cannon and organ gun. Gyrocopter I'll do a video on. I'm actually converting some Death Copters from 40k into Dwarven Gyrocopters. But here's the battlefield, and for magic I got Fireball and the level 6 spell. He's got a Runesmith with a spell-eating rune, and he's got a Thane General also, so he's got plenty of heroes, and I've got no leadership, which kind of actually sucks. And in this shot, you can see I didn't really do anything in my magic phase. He ate one of my spells, so this is Dwarf turn 2, or Dwarven turn 1, I should say. The Gyrocopter moves up to flame some of the Mournfang, and he goes into shooting phase. The cannon has an opportunity to kill 3 guys, but it falls short and only kills 1. And the organ gun and the steam cannon combined only kill 1 Mournfang. So the fact that I've got 1 alive is awesome. I'm really, really happy that these guys survived, so they can make a next turn charge, but only if they pass their leadership test, because I lost 1 guy out of 3. That's more than a quarter, and leadership 7 sucks, and my Firebelly isn't leadership 8, so yeah, quickly put together army, not well thought out, but hey, now I've got Mournfang running away. The scariest thing in my army is now running away. So before I get shot to hell, I make a crazy charge across the battlefield, because I'm not even at the 12-inch line, because these guys didn't even get all the way up, but I ended up rolling pretty well and got an Ogre charge. I believe I rolled a 10, and that's what I needed, maybe a 9, but I rolled a 10, so I got D3 impact hits for the first guys at strength 5. You can also see over to the right that the Saber Tusk charged the cannon in a long charge, but that's good because that ties up the cannon. The Gnoblars and the Leadbelchers are just kind of moving up. This little piece of impassable is kind of annoying because I can't get the Leadbelchers up as much as I'd like, the ones in the middle here next to the Mournfang. The Mournfang do rally though, which is nice. I have no picture of the combat, but the Bulls do go ahead and kill the Thunderers. Over here, the Gyrocopter in Dwarf turn 2 moves up so he can flame all these things. And the Longbeards turn to face the Bulls. You can see my Saber Tusk is coming around the left here. He's not in a very good position. I want to get him lined up so he could take on the organ gun, but not working out too well. Steam Cannon actually does a wound to a Mournfang. The bulls actually suffer 2 wounds from the organ gun, or 2 models drop, so that is a quarter. So thank God I passed my panic test, otherwise this would have been game. The Mournfang move up. I regret just issuing a charge. It would have been a long charge, but I should have done it this way. At least got the Mournfang in, did some impact hits and shit, but instead I decided to move them. These bulls here turn to face the gyrocopter so we can shoot them up. The bulls up top with the fire belly go on into combat against the organ gun. And then the Noblars and the other lead belchers are just chilling. This guy comes around, not really sure what I'm doing. I tried to get him in front of the dwarf unit so that he can redirect to them, and then the bulls and the Mournfang would attack on the same turn, but I didn't have enough movement to get him in front. The other Sabertusk is still finding the cannon. Nobody has hit each other yet. It's just been ties. There's nothing to shoot magic at because I'm in combat. And over here, I do 2 wounds to the gyrocopter. I don't get a third one on, which really sucks. I wanted to really kill this thing, but he's going to keep flying around now. And here's the end of my turn. So essentially, I'm going to be screwed whether he charges the Mournfang or the bulls because it's a lot of Longbeards, and on the charge you can get +1 strength, so it's going to be a bit of a grind. Oh, and it looks like at the end of my turn 3, the Sabertusk decides to take a wound and run away. It's just, this really sucks because the odds were in my favor. Over here, the Sabertusk has the same weapon skill as the Dwarves, but has strength 4, not strength 3. We both share the same toughness, but for some reason he was just not hitting. I don't think I was making him take fear tests, but you know, whatever. So he starts running away. Over here we get charged in Dwarf turn 3, so the Longbeards are going to wreck up some guys. This gyrocopter comes around and flames up some Noblars and does a wound to a lead belcher. Luckily, the bulls are immune to panic from the Noblars, but the Noblars turn and run because their leadership sucks. So I'm able to kill a rank of Longbeards, which is really not that impressive since he demolished my entire unit. So no more fire belly, no more bulls. Oh well. So Ogre turn 4, these guys head into the building so they can shoot all over the place. I really didn't mention the lead belchers too much in this game because they sucked. The one unit, the one that's to the right on my right flank, they rolled 4 shots like 3 times throughout the game. They rolled a 1, a 1, and a 2. And like, I know lead belchers aren't great statistically, but come on guys, like try to roll at least like 7 to 10 shots a turn, please. Like I just need to kill a few dwarves here and there, but they weren't really cooperating with me, so these lead belchers don't really have anything to do. They're going to shoot at the Longbeards. I actually rally these guys over here to my surprise. The other Sabertusk by the well did not rally. This one goes ahead and gets closer to the cannon, so I can maybe charge him on turn 5. Dwarf turn 4, they had Longbeards turn to face me. I don't think we really have commands, so he wasn't able to swift stride because we kind of dropped the points on the commands and used it for actual guys. So the gyrocopter comes over here and flames the crap out of these guys, killing them and making them panic again. And now you get a little sneak peek of my converted gyrocopter with some gears and shit on it. Ogre turn 5, the gyrocopter gets shot down by the guys chilling in the building, and then the other guys shoot at the Longbeards, which are going to charge them very soon. I have them down to like 16, no, about 14 guys, but that really doesn't help. The lead belchers were rolling really bad. Finally, I get into combat with this cannon and destroy it, so the Sabertusk finally gets something done. Dwarf turn 5, they charge the bulls and they just go ahead and destroy them, and then they reform to face the building. And I guess the Sabertusk finally gets his last wound on the cannon. And this is Ogre turn 6. I take some shots at these guys again, rolling really shitty. I'm surprised I didn't kill more dwarves. He was getting no armor save because he didn't have shield, he just had the heavy armor. But yeah, so he tries to charge me on dwarf turn 6, doesn't get to me. So we are left with the unit of Longbeards and the 2 heroes, which is a lot of points. And then the lead belchers, which is like 123 points, something like that, and then the saber tusk. So I have about 150 points left, which is nothing. So this is a victory to the Dwarves, victory to Dave, and his first game. I think this is either his first game in like 10 years or his first game ever. He might have followed Warhammer along the way because there are a lot of you out there that just kind of watch and don't play. So we appreciate you too. But Dave finally got in a game after a very long time, which is awesome. So stay tuned for more games. I think he's going to be playing with Chris this Thursday. So hopefully Chris takes some pictures. Not that he gets his games up. Maybe at some point I'll give you guys Chris's phone number. You could all harass him and tell him to get his games up. But this was a fun little 1,000-point game, something different. I'll get up Brawler Bash Game 5 on Friday. It's already recorded, but it's scheduled to release on Friday, so that means watch this today. Tomorrow you should watch the weekly if you didn't watch it live, and then on Friday you'll have the battle report for Brawler Bash Game 5. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.